Just a note before we begin, this episode was recorded prior to the recent allegations of several elite AFL members from the Sydney Swans Footy Club. Given some of the themes that are discussed in today's conversation, we really wanted to acknowledge the broader conversation around these issues and how they've changed quite significantly since the episode was recorded. As such, there might be moments in our conversation where recent events would naturally warrant further discussion or to be acknowledged further. However, the absence of the commentary is simply a reflection on the fact that we did record this podcast episode prior to the allegations coming out about the Sydney Swans. We really hope this conversation still addresses some of the much needed reflection around the culture of men's sport and men's broader behaviour towards women. Lastly, but most importantly, we would like to acknowledge the victims involved. Our hearts go out to you, and we hope that you get the help and support you need in this difficult time. If you do find this episode triggering, please seek help from show notes, where we'll be providing support. With that, let's get into the episode. Hi, I'm Adele and welcome to Pretty Sure, the podcast where we talk about the things everyone thinks about but nobody says out loud. Each week, I'll be sharing my Pretty Sure opinions, unpacking the internet's biggest conversations and figuring out the things I'm not so sure about right alongside you. And if a conversation ever feels a little too heavy, we'll always include support resources in the show notes. Please take care of yourselves, seek professional help if needed, or skip the entire episode if it's not for you. Now, let's get into the show. I'm pretty sure we can entirely skip over the Pretty Sure segment this week because we all know that everyone is here to listen to Jules. Jules, welcome as the very first guest of Pretty Sure.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
You're most welcome, my hun. It's really interesting because when me and my producers sat down and we created this list of all the people that we wanted to come on Pretty Sure, you were at the very top of the list.
That's so nice.
And I'm not just saying that because you're a pretty woman sitting in this chair across from me now and I'm trying to flirt with you. But we did have you at the top of the list. We know that you haven't openly spoken to anybody on any podcast or you've turned down a lot of opportunities to speak publicly. So I'm very honoured that you feel comfortable to sit with me.
Babe.
So thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
Before we get into anything super juicy today, talk to me a little bit about how you're finding Melbourne.
I love Melbourne. I come over like a couple of times a year. I think it's a good vibe over here. The restaurants.
The restaurants are top tier.
They really are.
You told me you went somewhere really, really nice last night.
Went to Francois
yes.
last night.
How did you find it?
That was really good.
What did you order first and foremost?
So we actually went with a friend that can speak French.
Oh.
Very bougie. I know. So we just let her do it and she completely took over and was speaking like French to the waiter. And we had
you would have gotten 5-star service.
Yeah, we really did. But it was good. Yeah,
what did you guys end up ordering?
We had the calamari. We had the steak and fries and the steak tartare.
Yum. Well, I found out today that Kitch actually speaks French as well. So she's been keeping that secret for me. And she just whipped out this French sentence and my nipples got really stiff. I don't know what it is.
Something about it.
I don't know what it is about the French language, but someone says we in front of me and I drop my pants.
It sounds like flirting.
I know. I feel like I'm being flirted with. I think that's maybe why I like Francois so much. I go in there to be flirted with.
Like, stop flirting
Take a little ego boost, when you're feeling down, just walk into Francois. I actually only tried Francois this year.
Really?
Yeah.
Because it's been around a while.
Oh, it's an institution here in Melbourne. It's amazing. Speaking about institutions, is there anywhere in Perth that you could recommend?
So my favourite restaurant at the moment, I think it's quite newish.
Okay.
Vin Populi in Freo.
Oh.
You have to go there.
It's called Vin Populi.
Vin Populi.
Is it Greek?
No, it's
I'm like, Populi is grandpa in Greek.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's like the cute version of saying grandpa. Oh, it's Italian.
I think it's Italian.
Vin Populi, and it makes that is a more Italian word. That's the Greek, the one Greek looking for the Greek in all the words. I'm like, yeah, that's Greek.
Close.
And what do you order there? What's your favourite dish?
What's it called? The chicken. It's like a chicken cutlet.
Okay.
It's
the chicken
Italian.
cotoletta?
Yes.
The cotoletta?
Yeah,
Oh, I love cotoletta.
It's really good.
Here's a little tidbit about cotoletta. Cotoletta is actually traditionally a pork dish.
Oh.
It's like a pork cutlet that's supposed to be crumbed and fried.
Yeah.
And then people have just like transformed it into a fancy way of saying chicken schnitzel.
Yeah.
And they just call like a chicken schnitzel, it's like actually chicken cotoletta, but it's not. But it's really interesting.
Sounds fancier.
It sounds fancier. It was a nice chicken schnitty.
Yeah. Very
Love
good.
that. Love that.
The best.
Can you talk about any other hidden gems? Are there any hidden gems in Perth that you want to share?
So many. It's funny though, when I think of like places to go, my brain is still so like, I'm like, no, that's in Brisbane.
And
then.
well, are there any Brizzy joints?
Yeah. So my favorite restaurant in Brisbane is called Honto. It's Japanese.
Oh my God.
Have you been there?
This is my favorite restaurant.
Yeah,
this is my favorite.
It's so good.
My favorite Brisbane restaurant. Everybody that always asks me where to go in Brisbane, I'm like, you have to go to Honto. Not many people know about it.
Yeah, it's my go-to. And the entrance is like down this dodgy back
alleyway.
alley.
You feel like you're about to get stabbed
You're
5
like,
times
where am
over.
I? Yeah,
I
it's
know.
really
It's
good
kind of
though.
a little bit of a turn on.
Yeah, it's
like dark and
it's
moody.
moody. I love that it's moody lighting and like.
Oh my God, this has made my day. We have the same restaurant. Because everyone always says, you know, don't get me wrong, a lot of the restaurants down underneath the Carlisle are beautiful. Is it Carlisle or Khalil?
I call it Carlisle, and I swear half of Brisbane calls it Khalil. And then half calls it Carlisle. I think it's Carlisle.
Carlisle, beautiful, beautiful hotel. Love staying there. But all the restaurants that surround it underneath, they're always so well known and they're beautiful and they're great, especially SK. I feel like,
amazing. I think a lot of them are run by the same people.
Yes.
And they call Honto the like ugly sister.
Yes.
Not many people know about it.
Well, we found out about Honto when we stayed there and we asked recommendations on where to go. And one of the workers was like, you have to book Honto. And I was like, what's Honto? And they were like, Japanese. So then we booked Honto and it became the highlight of the trip.
Did you have the chicken sandos?
No.
So it's like a Japanese crumbed pork. They used to do a lobster one, which
I'm
is
actually
incredible. I know.
I just ate lunch and I'm still salivating. What's wrong with me?
There's like a little Japanese sando, like sandwich with the like crumbed. They used to do lobster. Now it's pork. It's so good. So
good. Yeah. That's made me happy. So for everyone listening at home, Honto is the place to go. What about coffee? Because I know Melbourne are known for their coffee, but are there any good spots in Perth or Brizzy that people should know about?
Well, I've just moved to a different suburb. I'm in Fremantle.
Gorge.
So I'm trying to find my new local coffee spot.
So if anyone's listening and you want to send in a local recommendation for Jules,
definitely
pop it in the comments.
Yeah, I've been going to Venn a lot, which is nice. They've just moved to Fremantle as well.
Gorge.
That's good. Or May Street Larder is a good one as well.
Okay, nice.
There, but yeah, I'm not really fussy with coffee though. I'm not a coffee snob. No,
I'm a snob.
I like, even when I was going through postpartum and I had like a sleeping baby in the back, I would do like the Macca's drive-through coffee.
Do you know what?
Yeah.
Underrated.
Yeah, it really is.
Macca's coffee and 7-Eleven coffee.
Yeah.
Underrated.
Yeah.
I feel like sometimes you can get a really good cup of joe.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with it. No.
It's caffeine.
No. But we're, as Melburnians, we are snobs.
It is good here though.
It's so good.
Very good. Yeah.
It's so good to the point where like when I travel, my biggest concern, like I just came back from Queenstown and my biggest concern was like, oh my God, what coffee am I going to drink? Like where am I going to find my coffee? Priorities. Like, bitch, there's a mountain in the back with snow on it. Shut up.
We need the coffee to climb the mountain.
Yeah, like relax. But no, it was my biggest concern, which was interesting. So yeah, I need help.
Love that.
Is where we're going with this. Talk to me about how you're finding WA at the moment.
It's been really good. Like I love WA. I love Perth. I'm just home.
Happy to be home?
So happy to be home. It's really not like starting fresh in the new city.
Yeah.
Like I have done before. It's just like coming home. So I have all my like primary school girlfriends that have known me forever, all of my family, my brothers, my like nephew and my nieces, and my parents obviously. So it's just like coming home.
That's so nice.
Yeah, it's been so good.
Like this new chapter would be really interesting to like go through, I guess, because a lot of women who are in the same predicament as you or are experiencing something that's like similar, the most confronting thing would be starting the chapter and being so isolated.
Yeah.
If you're moving to a different state, especially because it was your hometown, it feels natural.
It feels natural, and it also felt really good to be able to kind of like escape.
Yes.
And I felt like I was kind of running away in a way.
Yeah.
Like just felt like a fresh start. I think that really helped. Just a fresh start, just felt like I was coming back to a place where I was already a person before I met my ex in Perth. I had a whole life before him here, and I feel like I'm just that person again, just like
heading back to your roots.
Yeah. So it's been good.
I love that.
It's been really helpful.
Oh, I'm so glad. So talk to me a little bit about what your self-care routine has been. We've gone back to our roots now, but obviously we're still going through this massive tumultuous thing that happened. And what do you do to firstly make yourself feel good? And what does that look like for Jules?
For me, getting up, putting makeup on and doing my hair, which sounds a bit vain, but I feel so much better when I have a little bit of makeup on. I put on a cute outfit and I'm like ready for the day. I feel like being a mum, if you stay at home, which I've done plenty of days before, I'd like stay in my pajamas and I don't put my makeup on or do my hair, and I just like, you just feel you get down in the dumps a little bit. So I just feel so good when I like put on a cute fit, even if it's active wear.
Yeah.
Do my makeup, do my hair.
Get ready for the
That's literally self-care for me. If I take like 20 minutes in the morning to put some makeup on, that's like, I love doing that, and that feels like a ritual for me, and that makes
my
me
thing
feel
was
good.
skincare. It still is.
Yeah.
Like getting up, and if I'm not wearing any makeup, I've got all my skincare on. I've got my brow gel. I've got
feel
my
good.
mascara, and then my lip balm. And
I
I'm
do
good to
that at
go.
the end of the day. I do the skincare.
Oh,
and the, hot shower and the face mask. And
You're actually talking my language.
that.
I'm getting a little bit turned on, Jules.
That.
The LED mask. You're like, oh,
Yes.
yum.
I love it.
Another part for me that was like really, it sounds so lame, but I loved it, was going supermarket shopping.
Yes.
Like, I don't know if you feel the same.
No, elite. Alone.
Alone.
Supermarket shopping.
And like phone is on do not disturb, and I'm just roaming the aisles. I'm like searching for new things. I'm like, oh, that's new on aisle 7 because I do it so often that I know where everything is. It's insane.
Yeah, I love going to Coles by myself, kid-free, walking the beauty aisle.
We
looking
love.
for something new. Do you know what I did pick up that's new?
Tell me.
The Gem body moisturizer, the same scent as the deodorant, but it's like a vanilla sugar cookie.
Yum.
It's so nice. Yeah, it's really thick, but it lathers in, soaks in really well.
So the texture's like really nice and light.
And the scent's like, it's beautiful, but it's not like overpowering.
Oh, yum. All right. Well, that's your little tidbit for the day, guys. Gem vanilla. Do you have a chocky of choice from Coles?
So I like all of the things that other people don't like.
Okay, don't tell me that you're a dark chocolate orange girl.
Not really a dark chocolate orange.
Because that combination icks me.
I'll eat it. I'll eat anything. But I like a Turkish delight or a cherry ripe or white chocolate.
Oh.
Like I like all the things that other people don't like, which is really good if you have like a box of chocolates.
You take the leftovers.
Because
you take the duds. You're like, give me the cherry ripe.
Yeah, this is my favorite.
There's something about, and I don't know if anyone else has this ick at home, but there's something about artificial lolly tastes that I can't do. No,
love an
can't do
artificial
artificial cherry. I can't do artificial banana.
Yeah. Oh.
I can't, because it doesn't taste like cherry and it doesn't taste like banana.
So you don't like a chocolate covered banana?
Nah, I can't. Maybe I was fed too many as a kid. They were like in all the party bags. We used to go to like lollipops. I don't know if you guys remember lollipops, but there was like the kids center. We used to run around, exude all this energy and then get the lolly bag at the end, and I'd be my parents' nightmare.
You've just overdone it.
Oh my gosh. Is it weird to shop without the kids? Or do you like find it's heaven? You're like, this is the place where I meditate.
Asking for a treat or putting things in the trolley.
I don't know what that's like. I'm like, give me some insight.
You're like, get in, get out. But when I'm by myself, I'm just like strolling.
You just cruise.
Yeah.
You pick up your moisturizer that Dell's going to pick up next week, apparently.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Absolutely.
And you just move on with your day. Okay. So we said that we like shopping child-free.
Yes.
In the supermarket. I am not a mother. Can you tell me a little bit about motherhood? What is it about motherhood that gives you so much joy and happiness? Because your face lights up when you speak about your kids.
They're the best. They're the best. It's hard to explain. It's really hard to explain, but it's just the best thing ever. It took me a while to have my babies.
Okay.
So there was like a period in my life, like I've always wanted to be a mum. Love being a mum. Always knew I wanted to be a mum. There was a period in my life when I thought I might not be a mum.
Okay.
When you're in the thick of like infertility issues, you're like, is this ever going to happen? So I feel like because I've had that chunk of time, like I just value it so much more and I appreciate them so much more, because there was a time when I thought it might not happen. And now that it has happened, I'm like, yeah, they're just the best thing ever.
If you could say something to women out there that are struggling to have kids, or give them any piece of advice if they are going through it? Because not that I've ever tried to have kids, but I can understand with my fertility issues, it will be a complication in the future for myself. If I'm in the thick of it at the time, what would you say? What would you say to someone that is taking that 3-year or more mark to have kids?
It's so hard because I feel like no advice helps when you're in it. When you're in the thick of it, people try and tell you all sorts of like reassuring things that sometimes don't always help. But, you know, and there's no guarantee either when people tell you like it's going to happen, or just the worst thing is like people say, just relax and it'll happen.
You want to
and
bash them
you're
in
like,
the head.
is it though? It's really hard when you're in it. But I think like the biggest thing, you've just got to talk about it and like lean on your support system as well. Like talking about it with my girlfriends, with my parents, with my family, like it just talking about it helps.
Did you find when you spoke about it with those around you that your girlfriends were also going through the same thing, or did you find the opposite and it might have applied a lot of pressure?
I probably, out of my close girlfriends, I probably dealt with it the longest. Like my 3-year stint of trying to fall pregnant felt like a lifetime for me. 3 years felt like a really long time. But we're all at different stages. We're all going through different things. You know, I have friends that have gone through infertility too, probably shorter stints, but like miscarriages and things like that as well. So it never felt like pressure or like a time competition or anything like that. But yeah, everyone's going through so much. Everyone's going through their own thing. So it definitely helps to talk about it. Even if you're not going through the same thing, everyone's going through.
Well, people will resonate with whatever they want to resonate with, I guess, at the end of the day. But I think your advice is give no advice.
Yeah, just be there.
Yeah.
Like, there's no advice that you can give to make it feel better, because people would tell me like, it'll happen for you. And I'm like, you don't know that. Like, I don't know that. There's no guarantee. So it's just like being there for someone, letting them vent if they need to, letting them have a cry. Yeah, it's hard to know what to do.
I know. And then sometimes when people want to give advice and say, you know, just relax.
Don't tell people to relax. If you're a woman going through infertility, the last thing you want to be told is to relax. Yeah. Because that's the most
It's almost like they
thing.
want to say the right thing, and in trying to say the right thing, they say the wrong thing.
Yeah, just don't say
so relax. Interesting. It's good advice. It's good advice to hear from like someone who hasn't had kids that maybe I want to support someone else in the future with it. Talk to me about juggling motherhood and running a business. What does that look like? Because this is the part that intrigues me the most.
Yeah, it's a juggle. It's a juggle, and you definitely need support to do it well. I think as a mum, like there's always mum guilt no matter what you do. If you don't work, sometimes you feel guilty. If you do work, you feel guilty. If you're away from your kids, you feel guilty. It's just like there's mum guilt no matter what. But the juggle is real.
How do you juggle?
I juggle it with a lot of parent support. Yeah. My parents. And this is new for me. It's been like 7 months of like a very different life than I had 7 months before that. I was coming out of like postpartum and now I'm back at work. So it's very different. But life is so busy. It feels like there's not enough hours in the day.
Yeah.
And I just juggle it with my parents helping me out, to be honest.
I think every single day there aren't enough hours in their day. And then I literally talk to my manager about it all the time. I don't know how people with kids are doing it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I talk to her. She's laughing at me in the corner because I literally say, I don't know how you do this with a child. How do you be this boss woman and want independence and a career of your own and stand on your own 2 feet, but at the same respect, you've got to be there for your children. And for some women, that's the priority. Yeah. And that's okay.
It's hard, and I don't think anyone's doing it perfectly. No. You just have to do it.
You just do it.
How you can.
You've got no option.
Yeah.
You just get done.
Absolutely.
Beast woman you are. What has surprised you most about motherhood?
I don't know what surprised me the most.
Did anything surprise you about motherhood?
Everything surprised me.
You're like the whole thing, actually.
No one told me this. So you get a new surprise every week where you're like, wait, what?
Dealing with a new chapter.
Yeah, literally. You think you've got it under control, and then you're like, yep, we're in a good routine and I've got this under control. And then like something happens and a week later they're going through a different developmental leap and like something else changes and you're like, I've got no idea what I'm doing again.
All I hear from my sister is regression. She goes, they're going through another regression. And I'm like, okay, I'm holding down the fort. What do you need? What do you need?
Do you know what is really good now that I didn't have the first time? ChatGPT.
Oh,
It's like a motherhood hack. 'Cause
Sometimes
you're not scrolling like hours
for the
and
answer.
hours for the answer. You just ask chat, and chat gives it to you.
Chat.
It's
Chat's a mother's best friend.
yeah.
Yeah, have we named our chat yet?
Yeah. I just call it chat.
Oh, it's just chat.
It's just chat.
So speaking about like self-care, we first of all want to thank Lash Rescue for sponsoring this amazing podcast. And you have actually been using Lash Rescue for a while.
I've been using Lash Rescue for years. I got
Okay.
onto it in Brisbane through my lash tech. So I was using a mascara, like a tubing mascara for a couple of years.
Yep.
And it was great to start with, but my lashes got really brittle and like snapped off
Yeah.
because of it. And then my lash therapist got me onto Lash Rescue because she sold it in the salon.
I can't believe that you've been using it for years and years and years.
I've been
because
gatekeeping it.
You've been gatekeeping Lash Rescue.
It's so good. So I was originally using the lash serum to grow my lashes back, but they have a mascara that has the growth serum in the mascara. So it's one step. Yeah, it's so good. It's
So
one of my
smart.
favorite products. And
We love.
Yeah, we love it.
And it's like a double whammy in one.
Yeah.
Lash Rescue, I've actually only been using it for about 6 months now. I love using the serum. What a lot of people don't know about a lash serum is that they're best to use during the day, which is why they've mixed it in with their mascara formula. Because this is my makeup artistry roots come into play now. As you blink, the lash serum, whether it's in a mascara form or by itself, you wear it like as a clear eyeliner, it starts to transfer from the top layer to the bottom layer of your lashes. And the serum travels from around the waterline. So if you're popping it on at night, it's kind of null. Doesn't really work that well. But during the day, it's awesome for like, do your morning skincare routine, whether you're using the mascara by itself or just the serum. It can be part of the self-care routine that so many of us need, not only to wake up, but to get out of bed, to have something to do if you're going through such a tumultuous thing. You know, maybe like Jules and I have gone through ourselves.
Yeah. Got to look after yourself.
Got to look after
whatever
yourself.
that looks like, and feeling good about yourself is like such a big part of that.
Massive shout out for it being a female founded business as well, because that's we love. It's really important here on Pretty Sure too.
Absolutely.
Before you had kids, before you got married and you had the name Neale, who was Jules?
I feel like I am still the same person that I was then. I like to think of myself as a country girl because I grew up in Kalgoorlie.
Okay.
I grew up on farms, dairy farms in New Zealand, and then Kalgoorlie.
Wow, I did not know that.
Yeah. Dad was a dairy farmer in New Zealand. Dad was a dairy farmer in New Zealand, and then he was a driller. So we moved to Kalgoorlie, which is like a mining town. Grew up in the country, and then moved to Perth when I was like 15.
Wow.
Yeah, started hairdressing. I did like 1 year of school in Perth and then started hairdressing immediately because I knew it was always what I wanted to do. I've just always been hairdressing since then. I worked my way up to like having my own salon in Mosman Park for like, I had that for about 4.5 years, which was amazing. But like as a person, I feel like I'm still the same person that I was. I'm a lot more self-assured and confident now. And I don't know if that just comes with age or like motherhood on top of that as well. Probably a bit more outspoken than I was when I was, I don't know. I think everyone feels like that. I'm like
grow into it.
21-year-old Jules would have put up with a lot more than 31-year-old Jules.
Yeah. I think that's natural. That comes with life experience. Do you feel like you grew up in this country town with parents that made you a little bit more self-assured had you lived in or grown up in a city?
I think so. I think we just weren't exposed to as much as kids would be these days or like young teens would have been then. It was just like we just had our own little like pocket of the world, and we had our friends and that's what we lived in, and that was easy. And like I remember growing up in Kalgoorlie and then moving to Perth, I was like, oh my gosh, this is so scary and Perth's so huge. And it's like I had no idea that Perth is actually probably a small city compared to the rest of them. It's just like
mind blown.
Yeah.
And then talk to me about your first experience going from Perth to a bigger city.
Brizzy felt similar to Perth. Not as scary, like slow pace, kind of chill, like Queenslanders are chill, kind of like Western Australians are. I feel like moving to Melbourne would feel like moving to a big scary city. Yeah. Or like Sydney has that vibe. It's just going to like chew you up and spit you out.
Yeah.
But Brizzy feels like a big country town. So that was exciting to move and kind of start fresh and start a new chapter.
When did you move to Brisbane?
So I moved to Brizzy. I got married in Perth in 2018 and moved straight away. Like
straight away?
Pretty much had our honeymoon and then moved like straight away.
Oh, wow.
To Brisbane, and then was in Brisbane for the 8 years.
How did you find getting married and then moving to a new city with no family support? Your friends that you love and adore aren't there. Did you find that you did have a good support system when you moved to Brisbane, or did you find it overwhelming? Especially they say, not that I ever got to the wedding, guys, but they say that the first year of marriage is the hardest. Did you find that? And how did you then find it moving to another city at the same time?
I actually didn't find that. I felt like we were still in the honeymoon period. We actually dated, moved in, got engaged, got married reasonably quickly.
Okay.
Started dating, moved in 3 months later. Was engaged like 9 months after that. Got married like a year after that, moved to Brizzy. Moving away from my family then didn't feel like such a big thing. Like now that I've moved home and I'm like, and I have kids, I'm like, how was I living life without my family support? I have no idea how I did that, and I will never do that again. But at the time I didn't have kids, so it was easier. And also moving to a new city when you're moving with a football club is completely different to moving to a new city by yourself and having to make friends as an adult. Okay. It's like, here's this new city that you're living in. You don't know anyone, but you've got this whole community, whole family, new friends that are like in your lap. It's not as scary.
Did you find that the football club really encouraged that community culture for you?
Yeah. And I think like all footy clubs, I think, are different culturally. They're all pretty separate to each other. Like I guess some have better culture than others. So I can only speak to Brizzy, but Brizzy were amazing. They felt like a country footy club. So they really like wrapped their arms around us, and all the partners at the club were amazing. I made like instant friends.
I just find it so interesting because for those that are listening at home, I don't really follow the AFL. I'm sorry, don't hate on me. I've got some members in my family that are like Carlton supporters, other members in my family that are Collingwood supporters, and then they bear that Collingwood-Carlton drama. And I just sit back and I'm like, I'm just a girly pop.
It's so funny. People say that to me like I'm going to be offended. They're always like, oh, I'm sorry. Like I don't follow the football. I'm like,
no, it's not that like, oh, I'm not apologizing to you. I'm apologizing to these people at home because they're going to be listening as a Melburnian, not being into AFL. It's like, oh, how could she? But it's really interesting to hear about the insides of the football club,
I think,
and how it operates.
Yeah, I think footy clubs are really interesting because they're like a business.
Yeah.
And they kind of run like a business.
But they operate as a family in some respects.
Yeah. So I guess, it is.
And did you find a lot of the footy players were from Brisbane with their partners, or did they all sort of move interstate?
So Brizzy, obviously, like Brisbane is more of a rugby state.
Yeah.
So a lot of the players, not all of them, but most of the players, majority, are from different states. So I think that brings people closer together as well. A lot of them don't have their family support in Brisbane. So it's like you kind of latch onto each other as family, which definitely helps you like become closer quicker as well. Yeah.
Because everyone's sort of like in the same situation moving around.
Yeah.
Let's go back to where it all began. How did you and your ex actually meet?
We actually met at a club.
Oh.
Met at a club.
I hope on the podium. I'm joking.
I'm like, what's a podium? We met at, it's not even there anymore, but it was, I'm pretty sure it was called Red Sea or something like that. It's been like 10 different things over the years. But we met at a club in Subi one night, and I was 21 at the time and he was 18. So he was in his like first draft year, and we were introduced through the captain of the club. He like sent him over to
the captain's just like setting everything up.
Yeah. We got married when I was 28 and then we moved to Brisbane straight away. I still had my salon. It took me about 6 months to sell that. So I was kind of running it from Brisbane, and I was like, I'm just going to like lean into my motherhood era. I didn't actually get a job when we moved over there because I was like, I'm just going to fall pregnant straight away and have babies. And then I think 8 weeks in, I was like, I'm so bored. I need a job.
I need to do something right now.
So I got a job like working in the salon, and I ended up working at that salon for 3 years.
Wow, okay.
Which is great. I loved it. But yeah, immediately after we got married, I was like, okay, ready for babies. I was 28. He was 25.
Mm-hmm.
He was always felt like he was ready for kids, happy to have kids. So yeah, started trying straight away. And then, obviously took the 3 years to fall pregnant, which was, it was a tough time. There was so many good times in that 3 years as well. I had my 30th birthday and that was such good memories. And I had so many nice trips in that time, but it was a really hard time. 3 years felt like an eternity of trying to have kids. But I think we did pretty well through that time. He was super supportive. All my friends were super supportive and I think we did pretty well considering.
I'm really curious in hindsight, Jules, and hindsight's a bitch and you might not feel this way and that's fine. Do you think you would have ever been offered that level of sacrifice as a woman dating someone or married to someone in the sporting industry? Do you reckon at any stage that sacrifice would have returned from your male partner?
Probably not, no. In our family, in our relationship, it was footy comes first.
Mm-hmm.
And it kind of had to come first because when you're at that elite level, it's everything kind of has to come after that. And I was fine with that because I'm that success is our success and I'm all for you being the best at what you do. So I'll cover all of this and you can just do that. In that kind of elite level of sport, you have to be kind of selfish, I guess, in a way to put in the time and put in the effort to
make it happen.
Yeah, to excel at that level.
I am curious, and like I said, I know nothing about the AFL. I know nothing about how clubs work. Is there anything in place, any sort of support system in place for the partners of the elite footy players that support them in their own business endeavors? So when the opportunity ends for those elite level sporting people,
when their careers are over?
Not even. During their careers, does the team offer, and I hate using the term WAG, but does the team offer any of the WAGs any support for them to excel in their own businesses so you both can excel as couples together and he can feel supported and you can feel supported?
Not really, no.
Would you like to see that happen?
That would be nice. I think the club would be there if you were in trouble, if you couldn't find a job, they would help you find a job, or if you were struggling with mental health issues or something, they would step in and help.
I just find it interesting how the sacrifice always falls on the woman. To be able to hold down the fort, whether you have a family or not, whether you've moved interstate or not, it falls on the significant other to hold down the fort and hold the roots of the family to make sure that elite sporting person is excelling to their full fucking potential.
A lot of WAGs, I don't know, there's this really negative association with the word WAG. When people would meet me and find out that I'm a WAG, there would just be this oh, so you're a WAG, and kind of this negative undertone to it. But in my experience, WAGs are some of the most incredible women that I've ever met. They're physios and architects and lawyers and incredible mothers, and they're doing all of that and they're supporting somebody in elite sport as well, which comes with its own sacrifices and
quite significant sacrifice.
Yeah, sacrifices and pressures as well. And they're just kind of doing that as well as having their own separate lives and identities and everything like that. So I never really understood that negative
connotation. Obviously, this massive scandal came out. Can you maybe talk to us about how the club dealt with the scandal? How did it come out in the media? Was it leaked by the club? Was it leaked by him? Was it leaked by you? Was it leaked by someone else? Was it leaked at all?
Yeah, so it was probably leaked by me.
Okay.
I'm unintentionally, but not unintentionally. I felt when that had happened, obviously it wasn't in the media yet. I was getting a lot of pressure from our, I guess, close-knit circle of people to keep it very hush-hush. The plan was to like tell the media that we were just working through a marital issue. And
just to be clear, is this close-knit circle your friends, or is this from the club?
Not friends. It was kind of like told to me, okay, we need to keep this hush-hush. We need to protect you and the kids from the media because it's going to be an absolute shit show if it hits the media.
Yeah.
I understood that, but after I had found out what had happened, I immediately felt like the people that were protecting him or what was good for him was no longer good for me because we were no longer a team. We weren't in the same boat anymore. And as soon as I put on my stories that I wasn't working through anything and that I'd been betrayed, and I actually didn't think that was going to go as crazy as it did, but it did, I actually felt a huge like weight of relief off my shoulders because, it actually felt good to have people know like not exactly what had happened, but just the truth. I didn't like how it sounded in the media that we were working through a marital issue. It sounded like we were having a fight and like we were going to work through it. And that's definitely not what was happening at all. But I definitely felt like a relief. It probably would have been leaked and it would have come out anyway. But
I'm curious to know what you thought. Obviously, you might not even know the answer to this. Do you think that your ex was having private discussions with the club on how to go about the conversation about keeping it hush-hush prior to you being in the room? Or do you think that they were having those conversations without him entirely and trying to make you guys sound like a unit?
Yeah, that's tricky. I have no idea. I don't know. There would have been a bit of like damage control going on, but I'm not sure what those conversations were or what they looked like. Or I actually think like nobody really knew what to do or what was going on. Or
I'm going to debate against that. It's a stereotypical view, but it's not one that I guess the general public doesn't know. I do believe that clubs having the air quotation marks here, if you're listening to this in your car, best interests of the players in mind. I think that it's a well-known fact that they do cover a lot up for players. I don't think that they're not accustomed with dealing with dramas like this one and many others. I think there probably is some level of protocol. Whether or not they had the protocol about what to do post it leaking into the media, I don't know. Now that we've got you in the chair and you're able to openly speak about it, do you think that is something that they're well equipped with, or do you think that I'm talking absolute shit and I've got nothing, I've got no idea about the AFL in general?
I think you're right. Like they probably do have protocols for that kind of thing. I've never really dealt with anything like that before.
Well,
and
how would you?
No. And I guess in the past, if they were dealing with any protocol or anything to protect the player, which is their main concern of protecting the player, of course, that would have included me.
Yeah.
Because what was good for him is good for me. But then it's like all of a sudden, what's good for him is not good for me anymore. So I kind of had to like take matters into my own hands, I guess.
If it's not too probing for me to ask, how did you find out about the infidelity?
So I found out through one of the other partners at the club.
Okay.
Yeah, the poor thing, like a close friend of mine. It came from another partner at the club to her. She called one of my close friends at the club, my best friend at the club, and said, this is the information that I know that I've seen, and I don't want to have to call Jules and tell her, can you do it? I think it'll be better coming from you. So, yeah, my poor friend had to call me and tell me.
Did a lot of the partners know at that time? Had it sort of been, or just a couple of people?
Just a couple of people.
Okay. How did that make you feel?
It's the worst feeling in the world because you're like, you just question everything. You're like, who knows about this? Am I the only person that doesn't know? And does everybody else know? And yeah, you kind of like, did the other players know? And then did the other partners know? Or you kind of question your trust with everything and everyone at that point. So it's not a good feeling. But after talking to the other partners at the club, they all seemed very shocked. So I don't think it was like a known thing amongst them all, which is good because that would just be like, I guess, more salt in the wound, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Like to know that everyone else knew before you, but I don't think that's the case.
Do you think that affairs are quite a common occurrence at a footy club, not just Brisbane, but Because there are so many stories that come out.
I can only speak to our club and the people that I know, but I think that it's so hard because this stereotype of like a cheating footballer, it's like such a stereotype. But in my experience, like all of these guys in a team, the one thing they have in common is they're all good at sport. They're all good at playing footy, but you have all of these different personality types. They're all so different to each other. But it's also, I think with footballers, it's like they have more opportunity to cheat as well, which because people know who they are, they have this public profile, they have people throwing themselves at them, which is not those people's fault at all. It's definitely on like the men and the boys, but I think they have more opportunity to be unfaithful because the opportunity is just there. It's like if you're like Joe Blow, the plumber down the road, you don't have women throwing themselves at you every day, so it's like less temptation.
Therapist shared something with me because I empathize with you a lot because of my situation. And she said something to me the other day that sort of made my heart drop a little bit, but it made so much sense. Coming out of the situation that I did, I'm very reserved about dating.
Yeah.
My trust is out the window for males and for females because it takes two to tango.
Yeah.
And unfortunately in my situation, it wasn't just one person who came forward. One person came forward that set off the tone for me to say, no, I'm good, I'm done. I then came home, questioned in that 3-week period, fuck, I've not done the right thing. We were going back and forth. We were messaging. We were still communicating. I'm like, I haven't done the right thing. I made up my decision, made a statement, and then all of these people came forward. That destroyed my trust because it wasn't just one person and one element of infidelity. It was multiple upon multiple. And however you see cheating is how you see cheating. It went from 0 to 100 with an array of people. And I'm not saying that for you or for anyone else to feel bad that's listening in. It's more for a case of post-healing with that. My therapist gave me insight into, Adele, if someone wants to cheat, they'll cheat.
Yeah.
They don't need opportunities thrown at them.
Yes, true.
It's easy for them to say they're going out for lunch and fuck someone within 10 minutes.
Yeah. If that's
it's not difficult for people to cheat. The difficulty comes in keeping the ruse alive and the hiding it post cheating. And that's the part that really is hard to sometimes keep up, but the actual act of cheating isn't hard.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, it's up to the person and their moral ground. Was this the first time that your ex did cheat?
No, it wasn't. Some things have come out of the woodwork after the fact, now that people know that we aren't together anymore and he was unfaithful. I've heard a bunch of stories from a bunch of different people,
and it's always after.
Always after. I'm like, I could have done with this information a few years ago.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But that's fine. Yeah, it wasn't the first time for us, which it's awful, but I feel like a lot of people have said to me since leaving, I guess from the outside, it would seem that I found out what I found out, packed up the kids, and I left straight away.
Which wasn't the case.
Some people love me for that. They think that's really strong of you. Go girl, like good on you. I wish I was that strong. I haven't been able to leave after infidelity, whatever. Some people are angry at me for doing that because they're like, well, you didn't stick around and you didn't try for your family. You didn't want to work it out. You just took the kids and you went back to Perth, whatever. I had found out that he had cheated on me before.
Okay.
I got one of those awful like, hey girly DMs with receipts and all
the ones
sorts
that
of
make
things.
your heart sink down to your ass.
Awful.
Yeah.
The worst day of my life.
Yeah.
Didn't leave bed for 4 days. Like
fully believe it.
before that would have bet my life that he would have never done that to me ever. And then I was reassured that that was a one-off thing. It would never happen again. Biggest mistake of his life. Yada, yada, yada. We already had my daughter together. So I decided to stay and try to work on it. And I just felt like after that, I was like, people can make mistakes. And if it was a one-off mistake, I don't want to break up our family because of it. Got too much at stake here for her.
Yeah.
So I did stay.
And what was your process of recovery during that time of rebuilding?
It was hard. It was really hard. And that's the thing. It's like if something like this happens to you in your relationship, you get cheated on or whatever, betrayed in any way, leaving is so hard and scary, but staying is hard as well.
Yeah.
So it's like once something like this happens to you, no matter what you do next, it's hard.
Yeah.
If you try and stay, it's hard. If you leave, it's hard. So you kind of screwed either way.
You're between a rock and a hard place.
Literally, yeah. There's no easy decision. So it's like, yeah, I guess I kind of want people to know that as well, that like if you haven't been strong enough to leave the first time, that's okay. Every relationship is different, but like, yeah, I guess I would just feel better having people know that.
Yeah.
I guess that I did try and stay and try and work on things. And
you did the best that you could at the time.
And I think when I found out that this had happened, this recent thing had happened, it was immediately, we're done. I'm done. It was just immediately apparent that like this was going to continue.
Yeah.
It wasn't a one-off mistake. And like if you could do something like this after that, it'll keep happening for the rest of my life. And I'm not. No way.
You weren't prepared to take that.
No way.
Yeah. So what did happen?
I guess it was an ongoing like 4-month affair.
Okay.
With my best friend.
Okay.
Behind my back. Which I actually didn't find out about until I moved back to Perth. I was told it was a kiss and that's all it was.
Oh.
And I actually packed up and left because of that. And then when I got to Perth, it all came out and I found out that it was a lot more than that and it had been going on for a lot longer, which was probably a good thing that I was interstate when I found out that had happened because, it wouldn't have been good if I was in the same town as the people. Just gross, just awful. And like you said before, I feel like the worst part of it is not even the cheating or whatever. It's like the lying afterwards.
It's the lying.
And
it's the lying.
And you just question like your whole reality after that. You're like, what? I was going back over like the last 4 months of interactions and conversations and things and being like, oh, I'm such an idiot.
Did you see the red flags at the time or are you only seeing them now in hindsight?
I'm seeing them now.
Yeah.
In hindsight, I'm like, whoa, I'm such an idiot. But at the time, you just think, we're all close. No, like, I think because I would never do that, you think, oh, someone else would never do that. But that's not always the case.
So speaking about the closeness of your group, there are some rumors that you guys were in an open relationship and
the swinger rumor.
That's the swinger rumor. So sorry to put it on the table, the swinger rumor. First of all, for those listening at home, not that there's anything wrong with being in an open relationship. Can you confirm or deny that you were in an open relationship? And is there any validity to that?
I was definitely not in an open relationship. And definitely not swinging. If we were swinging, I wouldn't have packed up my life and packed up the kids and left.
Over a kiss at the time.
Over a kiss.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, absolutely not. I think the swinging thing, I swear that just gets thrown around in cheating scandals all the time because it's like it just absolves any like wrongdoing because people can just say, oh, they were swinging. So, but absolutely not the case. So just had to clear that up.
Yeah. How did first of all seeing that in the media make you feel?
I guess I wasn't really in the media. That's more the trolls.
Okay.
That's the trolls.
Okay.
That's the like.
Have you been trolled over this?
I haven't been trolled a lot. Not heaps, I guess, in comparison to what other people would be. My most popular troll comment is like about keeping my last name.
Yeah.
I think that's a common theme that keeps popping up is like, oh, I bet she won't change her last name and watch her keep her last name and you should change your last name, blah, blah, blah.
What are your plans with your last name?
I'm going to keep my last name. I'm going to keep it for now. I don't know what the future looks like for me, but for now it makes sense to keep it. I just think that like having the same last name as my kids is so important to me. And having the same last name as the two people that are like the most important people in the world to me means far more to me than like the judgment that people are going to put on me for keeping it.
It's not an uncommon thing for a mother. Yeah. And I'm going to get all feminist here.
Yeah.
we make the sacrifice
Yeah.
of losing our name to begin with, and then we gain air quotation marks around gain someone else's last name.
Yeah.
And then we're then trolled once that person is at fault and has done something to ruin a relationship. And then we sustain their last name. And I think, if anything, for example, the Kardashians.
Yeah.
Like, let's just talk about Kris Kardashian for a second. Hot mama has been a momager for years and years and years and built an empire off the back of a name that's not her own, but it doesn't mean that she doesn't have identity to that name. She wants the same name as her children. I think that there's nothing wrong with that.
I think so too.
I actually commend you for keeping the name. I think it takes a lot of courage, so you should be really proud.
Yeah, thanks. I think, I don't know. I guess that's just like it's far less about him and far more about the kids. But it's like, it's my it's been my name for like 7 years as well.
So you should keep it.
Yeah,
you sacrificed 7 years.
I might not keep it forever, but for now, like my kids are little and just having the same last name as them feels really important. So
when you do have those people making those comments about your last name online, they don't know you from a bar of soap. How do you deal with it?
So my favorite way to deal with trolls that I've picked up recently, I've stopped doing it now because I can't reply to them all, but my favorite way to deal with them
I'm scared. I don't know why I'm scared. I'm like, never troll Jules.
I reply to them, so I DM them back.
Oh, you DM them?
Yeah. And I say, hey, Mark, what's your deal?
What's your deal?
What's your problem with me? Let's beef it out. Let's talk it out.
And you full go at it with Mark.
Yeah. And do you know what? It's so funny, but like, late at night, I'm like, when I've had enough.
It's like,
all right, Tom, what's the deal? Let's
hash it. You want to hash it? Let's hash it. Let's go 1 for 1.
And 99% of the time, they will do a complete 180 and be like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I never thought you were going to reply. I actually really think you're really brave and really strong.
Really, Tom?
Yeah.
Really, Mark? Now you think I'm brave.
It's so funny. Yeah, people will do a full like 180 and be like, do you know what? I'm really sorry. Shouldn't have said those things. Anyway, can I take you out for a coffee sometime?
Oh, now you want to date me, Mark and Tom, now that I'm single, huh?
Yeah, I've just been taking them on like one at a time.
Wow, you've been batting them down like little dominoes. I love that. I've got a friend in the industry who unfortunately gets trolled, and she just simply screenshots their ugly ass profile picture and just sends it back to them.
Yeah. Look, I've never clicked on a troll's profile and been like, oh, that's a really successful, happy person.
Yeah.
That's trolling me. It's always like,
they're never hot.
No,
okay.
They're never hot.
No.
It's always like a cat or something.
Yeah, you're like, God, help your soul.
It's never good. No. So
I think it's very easy to be a keyboard warrior, but what's not easy is to like interact with someone on the other side, and once you find out that they're a person, they back the fuck down.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Oh, I love that.
An aggressive way to tackle it, but you know
what? I might take a chapter out of your book. Hey, Mark, I'm back. I want to circle back to the term wag, holding that title for so long. Do you think an element of the media play a role in using that term in like a derogatory manner?
Yeah. Yeah, I've never really understood that like negative association with the word. I also think it's weird to just say like wag as in like that's all we are. When like usually that person, that woman would be, she's a lawyer.
Yeah.
You know, or she's a mum.
Yeah.
Or, you know, she's both of those things, but that she's just in the media, she's a wag. So it just, I don't know, I feel like it like dismisses
so much
of who a person is, and why are we still being labelled by our husbands or our partners like a career? It's
this is the topic of conversation in a lot of our episodes.
Yeah.
And it's only women that have this issue. We cannot escape males. We can't have our own career. We can't escape the males. We're trying really hard, guys. We're trying really hard. And like, I'm sorry to bring it back to me, but I always get pulled up as the person that broke up with her fiance, that chef guy.
At least he doesn't have a name. At least he's that
he
chef
does.
guy.
He does. They go to say
he
it and
does.
I'm like, shut your trap. Shut your trap. I have so much more to offer. What are men really bringing to the table? We're getting giggles in the background.
Because we're like,
but what do they have to offer? What do they have to offer?
The male loneliness epidemic.
Hence, and that's where the statistics fall, right? Hence the male loneliness epidemic. We can stand on our own 2 feet. We choose to have them.
Yeah.
We choose to want companionship. We choose to want to share our life with someone. We choose. We're getting so many giggles in the background.
I love it.
Because they are, yes, they can offer us sex. I'm going to say it. That's what they're all laughing at. They're all laughing in the background. They're like, they offer us sex. I'm like, duh. Duh. And we're not saying that males don't have anything to offer as well. This is not me like pioneering.
No, the good ones do.
The good ones do. And there are so many good ones out there. Yeah. And there are so many good ones out there. And it took me a little while to figure that out because at the start I was like, oh, you're all fucking shit.
I think I'm still in that phase.
You're in that stage.
Yeah.
I promise you it'll get better. And I hate it when people tell me that. Like, you'll meet your person or you'll find out. Amy's laughing in the background because she told me this 6 months ago. She said, you'll find it. Someone will replenish your trust. And whether they're the permanent person or not, they'll replenish your faith in society as a whole. Because very much like you, so many people knew about the infidelity around me and what was happening apart from me. And you're made to seem like a fucking fool. So you don't only lose your trust in the person that you decided to spend your life with, but I just lost faith in everyone.
Yeah.
In everyone.
I feel the same in that way. It's like,
it's
friends,
hard.
Men, it's hard.
It's hard to trust, I think. Talk to me about what has recovery been like for you?
I did a little bit of therapy. Actually, the club supplied therapy for me. So like if you that's an interesting thing to touch on, I guess. Like,
no, it is. So they offer that element of support.
Yeah. If something happens to you, even as a partner or even I guess as an ex-partner of a club, they offer you a mental health plan so you can go, they pay for a therapist for you. So I did that. I actually have been doing hypnotherapy.
Oh, talk to me about that.
It's really good. It's not like being hypnotized.
Yeah.
You just do a bit of like breathing and visualizations to get you into a state of like where your brain isn't in fight or flight, so you can really be calm and like visualize and answer questions really like
in a low nervous system.
Yeah, it's really good. I've been doing that and I really love it. I would recommend that.
Okay.
It's great. Perth has no rage rooms.
Okay.
And we need rage rooms.
Do you want to do a rage room?
We need a rage room.
Maybe we can go do a rage room.
There's some in Melbourne.
Well, go do a rage room. I've actually never done one. I'm actually not like a very violent person.
I'm ragey.
You're ragey.
I have a lot of
I'm
rage.
not saying that you're violent, by the way. I'm the person that like when I get so angry, I cry.
Yeah.
I'm like, God damn it. Oh.
I do that too, but I think
that's who I am.
Yeah, ragey. Yeah. So in America they're big, and I think there's some in Melbourne.
There are some
none in Perth.
Okay.
Absolutely. And me and my girlfriends would probably keep a whole business afloat if someone would like to open one in Perth.
I love that.
We would like to smash some furniture.
Maybe that's not your next business.
My next business venture.
Rage room. Jules' rage room.
Yeah, but I'll just book it out all the time.
Love that. Okay. Are there any other forms of therapy that you like to go into?
Best kind of therapy, having a yap with your girlfriends, like going out for a lunch with the girls and having a couple of wines, and like that is therapy, isn't it? It's like talking things out with them. And as a hairdresser, like beauty, doing my like nighttime routine, my like 20-step skincare routine at the end of the day is always very helpful for me. I love to have like a really long hot shower at the end of the day.
I love a hot shower.
Me too.
Oh.
Sometimes I just sit in the shower.
I just stand there.
It's good. And then do all of my skincare.
Being a mother, being a hairdresser, having a job, what has it been like in regards to the media fallout? Because there have been some recent articles that have come to light about your ex's new partner. So did your ex give you the heads up that these articles were coming out and that he had a new relationship that was going to be public facing?
No.
Okay, so it was a surprise to you as well?
Yeah, like a heads up would have been nice, but no, I found out in the media like everybody else did. So,
is this someone entirely new on the scene? Have you never met this person before?
Yeah, so that's a completely new, like, different situation. It's a new person that I wasn't aware of. I obviously am now because of the articles, but yeah, found out like everybody else.
How do you then in turn protect your children moving forward?
I have no idea. I'm like figuring this out as I go.
Yeah.
Like the whole co-parenting thing, separation thing, I'm literally taking it day by day and just figuring it out as I go and just trying to do the best thing for my kids. Yeah, I guess until now I've like tried to not say anything either to protect them, I guess. But there's going to be a day when they're old enough to read and they'll get a phone and they can Google and they're going to see all of these articles and all of these crazy things about their parents. So, you know, they'll see this one day probably. Once it's out there in the world, it's out there in the world. And I want them to be like proud of me and proud of their mum for standing up for herself, I guess, and saying what I want to say. And yeah, I don't know. I'm figuring it out as I go.
And you've done it, can I say, with such grace.
Thank you.
Seeing it happen to someone else, but on such a national level, I have really been in awe. I have really been in awe with how you've coped with everything, how you had so many opportunities to say what you wanted to say. And even on this podcast, you've still been quite delicate with the information, which, you know.
That's because I have kids.
I know. Yeah. But I truly believe that you're the type of person that even if you didn't have kids, I don't even think that you would take it there.
Yeah. There's no need.
I just think it's who you are as a person. And I think whether people have kids or not, they'll say what they want to say. And it says a lot. It says a lot about you. Really, at the end of the day, you're most welcome. You're most welcome. Credit where credit is due, right? Given what you've been through. If you could give any advice to women dating a professional athlete,
don't do
regardless, don't touch it. What would apart from don't do it? let's say they do have the ideal perfect partner. The sacrifice comes from what I understand from what you've said on this podcast. The sacrifice comes whether you want it to or not. As a woman, it's going to come. And you will have to make sacrifices. What advice can you give that person that might be dating a professional athlete?
Oh, that's really hard. I'm like, I just feel like that differs so much from relationship to relationship. I'm like, if you have a good egg and a supportive partner and somebody who is a team player like that, you'll be fine. But I guess that's what I thought I had as well. Advice to any woman in a relationship, I think, is like, have your own bank account.
Yep, that's important.
And save some fuck you money or save some runaway money.
Yeah, that's important.
No matter what.
That's important.
I will never have joint finances with a man ever again.
So
maybe one joint bank account that we…
Is this a learning you're taking out of it?
Absolutely. And I always did this anyway, but I think that's great advice for any woman, sport or not, like sport aside, but any woman in a relationship, keep your own bank account. Keep your own finances, keep your own runaway money, keep your own emergency fund.
Even if you never have to touch it
Even if you never have to touch it, great. Even if you, within all of your being, believe that you'll never have to use it, great. You never have to use it, but keep it there.
And we hope that that's the case.
Yeah. And it will be for like majority of the people, I'm sure. And like one thing, I'm not sure how to word this.
Yeah.
But for me, I think I was super… In a way, it's been hard that this has played out really publicly, but in another way, it's actually worked out really well for me, I guess, because I now have this new career of content that I'm able to do, and I'm able to like support myself and the kids with this.
And it gives you such a level of independence.
Such a level of independence that I wouldn't have had before, that I wouldn't have had from just hairdressing either. And I'm already lucky to have a career I can just step straight back into with hair. But even without that, it's like the level of support and security that I can give the kids with this newfound career of mine is amazing.
If you have any advice for women who are currently in the situation where they do know that there's infidelity going on, what's your advice?
It's hard because everyone's in such different situations, but like you get one shot at life, you get one chance. You don't want to look back and like regret staying in a bad situation or staying with somebody that doesn't like treat you well.
And for some relationships, infidelity can happen once and you can build off it and you can
people can change.
Really work. I don't think people can change. This is where you and I can debate against this. I think a tiger has its stripes and those stripes are there. It's whether they act.
Yeah,
the work. It's whether they do the work. It's whether they choose to be a better person post making a mistake. And I use the term mistake very fucking loosely because at the end of the day, it's a choice.
Yeah.
In the moment, outside the moment, after the moment, it's a choice to do it. It's a choice to then lie about it continuously. It's a choice to cover it up. It's a choice to then do it again. So for my advice for women, just remember that they did have that choice, but it's also then your choice to sit down and work out, can you work together to move forward?
Are they willing?
Are they willing to? And whether you can continue to have that trust with them or after the first, second, third, fourth, fifth time, whether you put your foot down and say, that's enough for me. Exactly like you said, I've got one life and one life only. How am I then choosing to live it after all these years of sacrifice for my significant other? On that note, thank you so much for joining us today. We're so grateful. I'm so honored that you feel comfortable to sit in this chair for me. All the best in the future. And thanks for coming on Pretty Sure.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome.
So good.
Cheers.
Cheers.